Welcome back to Bounce Around Charleston. Would you be able to recognize the signs of suicide, bullying, or teen dating violence? Would you know how to help a friend or a loved one? Well, we have the right people here today to talk about this. We have Cynthia W. Williams, licensed professional counselor, and Sydney Benny.
That's right.
Of My Sister's House. Yeah. Welcome to Bounce Around Charleston.
Thank you.
This is a very strong subject.
Yes.
Of something that's happening right now. Mm-hmm. Who wants to start?
Well, I work for My Sister's House. I am the Community Domestic Violence Liaison, and I cover Dorchester County. So I do education and outreach for schools, businesses, individuals, any group really wanting to learn about domestic violence, the dynamics of that abusive relationship, how to help someone get out of an abusive relationship. It's the most dangerous time when someone is leaving. And we really work to focus on teens as well. We know that South Carolina has ranked very high in the state rankings for domestic violence. We're currently 5th. And so 1 in 4 adult women experience intimate partner violence. We're seeing very similar numbers in teens, though. 1.5 million high school students every year are affected by teen dating violence. These have huge consequences for their future, health-wise and emotionally, and in future relationships. And vice versa, 80% of parents admit that they don't understand what teen dating violence is or don't think that it's an issue. So I think it's really awesome that the Royal Missionary Baptist Church has started to do this panel, and we're going to have this discussion on a few other topics as well, because these really are huge and prevalent issues with our teens.
Okay. Cynthia Williams, I know that you're a professional counselor.
Yes.
So how do you deal with subjects like this?
I have to be honest, death by suicide for me is probably the most challenging topic to counsel. Sitting in front of parents, loved ones whose child has died by suicide, the intense grief, questions about what went wrong, what did I miss. It's just really been challenging and painful. And so I know that it's a very challenging topic, and I'm glad we're tackling it. We're going to be discussing what some of the signs are so that people can begin to recognize and not just take things for granted when you have a teen who's telling you they're hurt, they're overwhelmed, they're scared, they don't want to be here, and not have people just think that they're just trying to get attention.
The topics that you all are dealing with, the bullying.
Yes.
It's prevalent in our school system right now.
Yes.
Right.
So how do you tell teens to deal with that?
I think for all of these issues, the biggest thing that when I work with teens is to tell them it's not embarrassing, it's not wrong to ask for help. Don't be ashamed of being in a situation that you can't handle yourself. And I think that's a message that adults need to hear as well, because I talk to women all the time who have been enduring abuse for years and haven't done anything or haven't reached out because they think people won't believe them or there won't be help. But there is help through so many community agencies and resources, and there are individuals that want to help. We are there for you. You should never hide an issue like that, and especially for teens and with bullying. And it ties really into teen dating violence and a lot of these issues because cell phones and technology is great. It lets us stay in touch with our friends across the country or contact people when we need to, but it also allows bullies to have access to you 100% of the time. You can't leave school and have a few hours or an evening to rest and relax in the comfort of your home. You could still be bombarded with text messages or harassing phone calls or social media posts. So it's about understanding what it is and being willing to help others when you're aware of it as well. So asking for help, but then not being afraid to stand up for what's right. Don't allow things to happen. Don't ignore them if they're wrong, even if it's your friend or someone that you like who's perpetrating that abuse.
Do you think that some of our young people are reacting to domestic violence that they see at home?
I think a lot of the things that we're seeing are definitely related to what's going on in the home. It may not necessarily be domestic violence. It might be neglect. It might be grief. You and I have talked extensively about grief and the things that manifest. And so I think one of the things that stands out to me was a young boy that was in my office. He was being bullied by a girl. He didn't want to tell anybody, but it was a girl that was bullying him.
Wow.
So one of the things that we want to impart are not only sharing the signs, but we want to empower people, like Sydney said, to speak up so that we can get you the assistance that you need.
Okay, so this free workshop.
It's free.
Free.
For parents and youth.
Yes.
Breakfast and lunch
youth.
included.
Preventing bullying, suicide, and peer pressure. And the age?
7 to 17.
7 to 17. It's called Building Relationships. Saturday, October 21st, 2017, 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. at the Royal Missionary Baptist Church Educational Center, 4761 Luella Avenue, Charleston, South Carolina. Or you can register at www.royalmissionarybaptistchurch.org. This is going to be a wonderful workshop.
We're excited.
And it's needed.
Yes, it's
Thank
needed.
you, ladies, for being here on Bounce Around Charleston.
Thanks for having us.
You heard it here. Go out and be a part of this free workshop, age 7 to 17.
And parents.
Parents,
Guardians.
Guardians, you're invited to come also.